It's just a great movie.
An essential. I want to say I loved all three ladies in this movie, and Marilyn Monroe is so delicious, running into walls when she takes her glasses off and everything. So funny. But the one that really stands out for me was Lauren Bacall in this, because Lauren Bacall at this point, you know, had never done a color movie before, never done a comedy before. We always thought of her with Bogart and The Big Sleep and To Have and Have Not. But to have her be such a commanding, really wonderful comedian was, and I think that there was so much publicity about Betty Grable and Marilyn Monroe in this movie. Lauren Bacall was kind of shuffled off, you know, third build and all that kind of stuff. But she's really a standout in this to me.
I think you expect that kind of like strength from her, though. So
yeah,
I can see why that happened.
But I don't think people did from her then. And I think that that was such a surprise to me when I saw this movie.
I like how she makes a little reference to Humphrey Bogart when she's saying to William Powell, I love older men, even that guy from The African Queen.
Yeah, right.
It's really cool. I always love it.
Inside joke.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Just like Cary Grant makes an Archibald Leach joke in His Girl Friday.
Right.
It's just fun when they break down the fourth wall like that with a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I love at the end of this movie, as I said, you know, when we introed the film, that I've always been sensitive about the subject of women wanting a man for his money. I like that the two women, Betty Grable and Marilyn Monroe, really fall in love with who they fall in love with.
Right.
And then that sort of leads Lauren Bacall to feel okay about the fact that she's obviously in love with the guy who she thinks has nothing.
Gas station attendant.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's really great. And then, of course, the ending with all three of them falling off the stool simultaneously.
Cinemascope again, dimensions.
That you don't see until we pan up and the stools are empty and they've clearly passed out on the floor. And he just goes, "Gentlemen, to our wives." And it's like, there's just a great, campy, happy, you know, joyous, everything worked out the way it should.
It's a feel-good movie, and don't we want that every once in a while?
It is, and I think you need that when you take a daring subject like women wanting a man for his money. You want it to come around and to be able to celebrate them, and this does.
Yes. Well, we move on. Here's a sneak peek at the film we have coming up next week, right here on The Essentials. Coal Miner's Daughter, 1980.
Throughout this entire film, you can feel this authenticity.
Everything about Michael Apted's direction is outstanding. When
Sissy Spacek sings, she transforms, and it is magical.
You don't have to love country music to really love this movie. From 1980, Coal Miner's Daughter. That's next Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can find out more at tcm.com. Thanks for joining us for The Essentials.
Tonight on TCM's Summer Under the Stars, Betty Grable swings to a South American beat while down Argentine way. Then Betty tries to put the blame where it belongs, and I wake up screaming. And Grable upgrades the act she started down on Coney Island.